Hey guys, so I'm doing my midday video here on October 8th, Monday, and a couple really cool things. It's amazing how little things get me pumped up or excited, but let me share that with you for a minute. So, first of all, before I get into that, let me tell you a little bit about where I am, take a little video tour of that, tell you a little bit about last night and today, and go from there. So, I made my way into Flagstaff last night. One of the greatest things about this journey for me has been that, in addition to having people reach out to me and help me and be gracious, is there have been times when I've been able to give back. I met Mimi and G back in Claremore, Oklahoma, and he encouraged me to keep giving, keep giving when I could. He actually wanted me to sit down and kind of pay someone's wages for a day and share with them. And I tried it a couple times to sit down and actually work for somebody, but it fell on deaf ears. But anyway, so that didn't work for me in that regard. But I got into town a little bit late last night. If anybody saw or knew why I was giving a video so late, what they don't know is the story behind the scenes. And essentially what happened is I ran into a woman. She was pregnant, and you can tell she'd had some battles with some addictions in the past, and she seemed to be a little bit distraught. And the reason was she was heading down to Phoenix to go visit her grandmom, and she had to get to. Apparently, she got dropped off and thought she was by the Greyhound bus station, but when we looked it up, it was like a mile and a half away, and she didn't have the phone to get there, and so I was trying to help her get there before I got to my place where I stayed last night, and whether it was a cab or just make sure she had directions, and this is kind of a really neat thing I think, is that I even considered asking the folks that are picking me up, that are taking me to Phoenix, if they would consider, if I got her a room, if they would consider taking her down, because she seemed to be, a little bit distraught. So I texted them. I didn't ask them outright, but I mean, first of all, there's a certain degree of beauty in the fact that somebody would make me feel comfortable enough to ask that question. It's a pretty big ask. They're already picking up one stranger to pick up a second stranger, but I think they also know who I am and what I stand for and why. But it got worked out. She was able to get gave her money for a cab to get over to where she had to go, and she can get to see her grandma. Last night, she didn't want to upset the plans, being they were waiting on her for a certain day. She didn't know me either, so that was one of the things that took place last night. And then I got up this morning, and I'm actually want to share with you. I stopped to get something to eat here at a diner in Flagstaff called the Galaxy Diner. And you can probably see behind me, and right in front of me, I'm looking at it, a wall of just Hollywood memorabilia. Some just great shots. I mean, I got John Voight and Dustin Hoffman up here from the Cowboy movie, forgive me. I got Grease and John Travolta living in John, Sonny and shit. I mean, there's Natalie Wood. So I'm going to share with some of there's the set of Jaws, Buddy Hackett and Jerry Lewis. Crazy. But anyway, one of the things, the little thing that excited me, my hosts are on their way up here. It's a couple-hour drive. But way back in Oklahoma, maybe it was Missouri, I thought about picking up a old-fashioned hand-pull golf cart. Figure it would be a whole lot easier than carrying that backpack. And then one of my followers went out and bought me a little cooler cart that you pull so I can get through the desert with plenty of water, being, as I discovered, a gallon of water weighs 8.4 pounds. I looked online in one town. I looked online for the golf cart, like in a Craigslist or not eBay. There was some other buy it thing, get a little paper. Anyway, I didn't find it. Well, anyway, today I'm staying in this little restaurant I'm at is right next to a Goodwill store. So I popped in, and lo and behold, they had a golf cart for $5. So I went ahead and picked up a golf cart. And it folds down, so it's not much bigger than what I had. But the advantage to it is that I don't have to reach down. I kept tripping over a little cart because it's not built for a guy that's 6'4", quite frankly. So that little thing is a little bit exciting to me. And because it folds up, I should be able to fold it anywhere I go. But the second part of what's good about that is that what I'm going to do is head over to like a Dollar General that's nearby and look to pick up just another duffel bag. And what I'll be able to do is attach the cooler bag and the duffel bag and essentially lose my backpack. So for the last part of these 2.5 weeks that I have left, I wish I had thought about this 13 weeks ago. I won't have a backpack on, and at least I hope, if I could work it out, I won't have a backpack on, and I'll be able to walk across the rest of the country with some wheels. But here's the other really good part, is that you never stop giving back and trying to recycle stuff. So right over, I'm trying to find it, right over there's the Goodwill store. I guess I've been there in the last 45 minutes. I've seen at least 3 or 4 people passing through that look like to be either homeless or backpacking or hiking or something like that. So it's very possible I'll be able to recycle my backpack to somebody that may need it or want it, and also the little cart, because I won't need 2, and I'll take the bag but give the cart. Maybe someone can benefit from that. So maybe bailing myself out, making my life a little bit easier, will be able to help somebody else out along the way as well. So that's kind of a cool thing that had me all pumped up and excited today, that I can deal with that and not have to be. I tripped myself up with this little cart. If you saw me, you already know I'm a spaz, but it would just make you laugh. But anyway, I wanted to take you around the corner here and show you some of the memorabilia. So over here we've got, again, Dustin John Voight. This is like Alice Cooper, who my friend Miss Pat saw the other day. Captain and Tennille back over there. There's Jack from The Shining. The Beatles. There's a whole wall of Grease and John and Olivia. More Beatles. Willie Nelson. I mean, just look at some of these folks. Let me show you. You talk about iconic Hollywood people. I'm just sharing them all with you. I don't know if you can get a good view of it or not. One of my favorite movies of all time is Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid up top there. There's Lucille Ball and Jack Lemmon. Johnny and June Carter Cash. There's Humphrey Bogart. Probably a star of probably the greatest love story of all time, Casablanca. If you haven't seen it, you need to. Marlon Brando, Barbara Streisand. Looks like a young Muhammad Ali down here. Just Liza Minnelli and her mom Judy Garland, Clint. So anyway, just a really neat place. And so hope that my phone was on target with that. Maybe it wasn't. Anyway. So that's my midday, guys. Just to give you an update, as I said, Bob and Sue are on the way up here. I'm going to head over to the Dollar General, maybe be able to pass a better opportunity along to somebody else over here, and keep you updated. So I'll be back in Phoenix this evening, and it'll be my first time there. I'm excited about that. I've got to do some planning as to the next course of action. Am I going to go out Phoenix way, because I've got somebody else I'm going to meet with, but I am going to come to the Grand Canyon. So just, I'll keep you in tune as we go. But thanks for following. I love you all. I can't tell you how excited I am to not have to be tripping over myself and bending over with this little cart. The cart was a brilliant idea versus a 35-pound backpack. And now I just upgraded it a step further. So, oh my God, look at Gregory Peck in one of my other favorite movies, To Kill a Mockingbird. There's Atticus Finch and Scout. Again, so many classic movies, guys. If you haven't seen them, you're doing your kids a disservice. If you haven't gone and seen Casablanca, To Kill a Mockingbird in particular. Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, just an all-time classic. So, anyway, love you guys. Thanks for following, and I'll keep you updated as we go. Take care, guys.